With DiGiuseppe replacing Blackwell in the lineup tonight, I was just curious to hear your reasoning behind that.
Blackwell's been struggling the last 3 games. He and I've had a couple conversations, and I thought DiGiuseppe was playing well. When we sat him for the game yesterday, it was a tough conversation. And I just, Blackwell's obviously had a good year so far, but I just thought the last 3 games he was struggling.
Next question comes from Rick Carpinello with The Athletic. Carpy, go ahead.
Hey, David, just wondering your impressions of what Kinkaid gave you after, being on the Pine for so long, and if you might have a decision to make on the next game.
Yeah, he played very well, and obviously we went back and forth about what to do to play tonight, and we decided on playing Georgie, and I thought Kinkaid stepped up to the occasion when he went in.
Next question comes from Vince Mercogliano. Vince, go ahead.
David, it seemed like things were going pretty well for you guys for the first 10 minutes or so, and then, things obviously fell apart in that minute or so where they get 3 goals. What did you see as the issues there? And then can you just explain why you felt like, the right thing to do was pull Georgie?
Well, I actually thought up until that first goal, I thought we were doing a lot of good things, not just the first 10 minutes. I thought we played well right up until the goal. And then we just, a big problem for us tonight was our defensemen, on these flips, and we were just way too puck conscious in the neutral zone, not really alert. Gave up, 3 or 4 breakaways tonight because we're playing the puck and we're not keeping our body between the net and the offensive player, just basic things. And our mentality has to change in that scenario. I mean, it's disappointing because I thought we got off to a really good start. And, after we killed the penalty in the second, I thought we did a good job towards the end of the second period, spending some time in the O-zone, getting our tempo back, and then just really disappointed in our third period. I thought they did a good job shutting it down, but we didn't work hard enough to get inside and earn our ice. And, if you're going to score goals in this league, you got to get inside and you got to earn it. You can't just concede that someone's in the middle and you're just going to take the path of least resistance and stay on the perimeter. And that's just what we did for the third period. We were just way too easy to play against.
Next question comes from Colin Stevenson. Colin, go ahead.
Dave, do you think would you attribute any of that to the fact that this was your first back-to-back of the season? I mean, were there tired legs or tired minds or anything like that?
I'm going to say it was just more mental. I thought we didn't have enough fight in us in the third. Part of that was Pittsburgh doing a good job just keeping things simple and not taking any unnecessary chances. They made it hard on us, but we've got to fight harder to get inside. We've got to play a little bit faster. We've got to get more pucks than that. And, we just didn't do much of that at all in the third period, if any of it.
Okay, we have time for 2 more. First, Vince Mercogliano. Vince, go ahead.
Yeah, David, just to follow up on the first one, did you think your defensemen were cheating for offense a little too much?
I don't know if it's cheating for offense, just not having defensive awareness through the neutral zone. I mean, just kind of puck watching as the play's coming up, not observing the whole scenario coming out of our end, and just not alert. And I don't know how much of it had anything to do with cheating on offense, but I'm sure that had a little bit to do with it. But we've got to clean that part of our game up. We just can't be giving up these easy chances and these colossal mistakes that turn into easy goals for our opponent.
And final question goes to Colin Stevenson. Colin, go ahead.
Dave, just to follow up a little bit on the goaltending question, how much do you know about Keith? How much did you know about him before he signed with the Rangers? What have you seen from him on the taxi squad and stuff? And do you have a decision to make on Tuesday between he or Alex or even Igor?
Yeah, I've liked his game. I know him all the way back to his Union days and coached him in the World Championships, so I'm pretty familiar with him, and I've always thought him to be a good goalie. And playing Georgie tonight had nothing to do with our lack of confidence in Keith. And, it was a very, back and forth. I won anyway, trying to decide who was going to play. And I wanted to give Georgie an opportunity to go back to back and get in a little bit of a rhythm. And, it certainly had nothing to do with Keith. And we have a lot of confidence in him. And as far as who's playing next, we haven't thought about that at all, obviously, with the game just ending.